Hello gentlemen traders and investors. Thank you for paying attention to our video review. Now we will look at the current fundamental indicators of the company Apartment Investment, AIV, ticker AIV. This review is based on data as of May 29, 2024. By classification Guru.Markets company Apartment Investment and Management Company belongs to the subcategory. The property, 175 companies participate in the comparison. This is very representative. We start with summary information about the corporation. A little further we will consider each indicator in more detail. If you want, you can pause it. We invite you to study all the indicators of the organization under study more carefully. Access to the database with the structure of company tickers is free and open. We kindly ask you to share a link to this issue with your friends. Thank you very much for your repost, as well as other support. It greatly helps in further work. Well, friends, let's finally begin. Market capitalization of the company Apartment Investment and Management Company valued at $1.15 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $760 billion. Apartment Investment and Management Company has a share of 0.152% and is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $0.34 billion. With a subcategory capitalization of $412 billion. Apartment Investment, AIV, constitutes a share of 0.082%. Comparing the occupied shares of the exchange and book value, we see the following. Share Apartment Investment, AIV, in the subcategory when assessing market capitalization is 0.152%. The book value is 0.082%. This is 46% less than the share of market value. Assessment of the organization's share of market and balance sheet capitalization in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Final company assessment Apartment Investment, AIV, will be presented at the very end of the review. Please watch the analysis to the end. The company under study has financial liabilities of $1.315 billion. Debt to book value is 386.8% of the company's equity. Rating for the level of the company's financial liabilities, very bad, -2 points. The ratio of the company's market price to profit is 0. With an average in the subcategory of 45.6, which is significantly worse than the average in the subcategory. Estimation of the company's market value to profit ratio in comparison with the subcategory. Very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$168 million. Projected earnings for the next 12 months are unknown, which is very bad for the company. An assessment of projected future profit performance in comparison within the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The company's value to revenue ratio is 6. The subcategory average is 3.5, which is 71% higher than the subcategory average. Assessment of the company's market price to revenue indicators in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, -0.5 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $190 million. Projected revenue for the next 12 months is unknown. and this is extremely negative for the company. Assessment of projected future sales in comparison with the performance of subcategory companies. Bad, -1 point. The margin is -86.8%, with an average for the subcategory of 7.7%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 94.5%. Assessment of marginality in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. The company's share by number of employees in the subcategory is 0.015%. This is 913% less than the share of market capitalization. And this fact reflects the imbalance of the company's current exchange price apartment investment and management company, rather towards revaluation. The amount of market capital per company employee is equal to $18,898,000. And for the subcategory $1,906,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 891.5%. Estimation of the amount of company capital per employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, 0 points. The amount of profit for each employee of the company is $0,000. With the average for the subcategory, $41,800. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 100%. Estimation of profit per individual company employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. Revenue for each employee of the organization is $3,162,000. In the subcategory $545,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 480%. Estimation of revenue per company employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. The volume of short transactions was 3.2%, with an average for the subcategory of 3.9%. This is an assessment of the risk of a short squeeze. Technical indicator RSI, 14, shows a level of 44% for the company apartment investment and management company. Whereas in the subcategory the RSI level, 14, is approximately 45%. On average, securities of the subcategory are quoted approximately the same as the company's shares apartment investment and management company. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price apartment investment, AIV, and subcategory companies. We will see that over 12 months the company's shares apartment investment and management company showed a dynamics of -0.4%. Against price changes in the subcategory 5.2%. This definitely doesn't mean anything, but you need to take note of this fact. Before showing the final grade, we kindly ask. Leave your stock rating apartment investment, AIV, in the comments to this video. The result is this. -9 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is -0.3 points. If you look very broadly, within the market as a whole, we will see that the average result for the entire market as a whole is 0.3 points. Against a score of -9 points for apartment investment, AIV. Let's look at the order table. It is available to you. A link to it is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all decisions of the stock valuation information and reference System.GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is free and open. Link in pinned comment. Based on the assessment Apartment Investment and Management Company. Guru.Markets. Open an order, for a reason Apartment Investment, AIV, overvalued subcategory company. Let us remind you that November 2, 2023. We published an order, ticker PLYM. Information System for Stock Valuation Guru.Markets, the following decision is made on this order. Close the deal. The profit was 0.2%. Thank you all for watching this video and for using the information system from Guru.Markets. You are the most excellent audience on the entire planet.